Hello to everyone, my name is Wakas Doğan. Today I will tell you about the work I have done in my paper. The name of my paper is Classification of Blood Glucose Levels with Multiple Machine Learning Classifiers in Diabetes Patients. My academic supervisor is Volkan Kılıç. On this page, I will talk about the content section. I will explain the motivation in the first part. In the second part, I will give information about diabetes. In these two different studies, we used machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that improve automatically throughout experience. It is seen as a subset of artificial intelligence. Deep learning, also known as deep structured learning, is part of broader family of machine learning methods based on artificial neural networks with representation learning. We did the study called Classification of Blood Glucose Levels with Multiple Machine Learning Classifiers in Diabetes Patients using machine learning algorithms. Finally, I will explain results and analysis, and the last one is conclusion. Applications of machine learning algorithms in the health sector are increasing day by day. In the health sector, machine learning-based decision support systems are used in order to obtain more accurate results in diagnosis and treatments made by doctors to prevent human errors and to help the doctor's decisions. 450 million people worldwide with diabetes face is stuck in 100 cases, while in Turkey there are over 10 million diabetics. Turkey diabetes, as well as being up almost 2 times the world average in terms of population, it's the countries where the most rapid increase in diabetes in Europe. Applied scientific research in Turkey, according to the data for 2015, shows that 1 out of every 12 people with diabetes. According to researchers, the number of diabetes patients will be 642 million in 2040. Isn't it scary? Do you think? I think it's scary. And also, what is the diabetes? Diabetes is a disease that occurs when your blood glucose, also called blood sugar, is too high. Blood glucose is your main source of energy and comes from the food you eat. Insulin, a hormone made by the pancreas, helps glucose from food get into your cells to be used for energy. Sometimes your body doesn't make enough or any insulin or doesn't use insulin well. Glucose then stays in your blood and doesn't reach your cells. Over time, having too much glucose in your blood can cause health problems. Although diabetes has no cure, you can take steps to manage your diabetes and stay healthy. And also, I will talk about the classification. Also, I will talk about the classification study we did here first. Our aim in the study is to determine the critical values in diabetes disease known as hyperglycemia and hypoglycemia, and to classify. Now you see the flow diagram of the project. These are glucose measurements, dataset collections, synthetic and real data, time series feature extraction, machine learning classifiers, KN and SVM and DT, and the last one is analysis of results. While doing this study, we did not have a real data set. That's why we decided to create synthetic data. We made this synthetic data by adding Gaussian noise filter to sine wave. Then, by finding the real data, we continued our studies with the real data. Synthetic data and real data are as shown in the figures. And while doing the classification study, the data we had was in a time-dependent series, and we had one parameter. We had to increase the number of parameters and make the data independent of time. That's why we made time series feature extraction. When we did so, we obtained the following parameters. And three important machine learning classifiers were used in the study. These are KNN and secondly SVM, support vector machines, and the last one is thirdly decision tree. Firstly, KNN. What is the KNN? KNN works by finding the distances between a query and all the examples in the data. Selecting the specified number examples close to query, and then votes for the most frequent label in the case of classification. And secondly, what is the support vector machines? Support vector machines is a supervised machine learning algorithm that can be used for both classification or regression challenges. However, it's mostly used in the classification problems. And thirdly, what is the decision tree? Decision tree is a decision support tool that uses a tree-like model of decisions and their possible consequences, including chance, event outcomes, resource cost, and utility. It's one way to display an algorithm that only contains conditional control statements. And on this page, a sample graphic is given to show the range of label or class samples used during classification studies. For example, classification is made here using three labels. These are hypoglycemia, normal, and hyperglycemia, as seen in the table. For example, if the number value is between 100 and 150, it's normally determined. When this value rises above 150, it's called hyperglycemia, while below 100 is called hypoglycemia. Red lines indicate hyperglycemia, green indicates normal, and yellow indicates hypoglycemia. In here, classification is made using 5 labels. These are hypoglycemia, prehypoglycemia, normal, prehyperglycemia, and hyperglycemia. As seen in the table, the labels made and the names of these labels are as shown in the graphic. In here, classification is made using 7 labels. These are hypoglycemia, prehypoglycemia, post-hypoglycemia, normal, prehyperglycemia, post-hyperglycemia, and hyperglycemia. As seen in the table, the labels made and the names of these labels are as shown in the graphic. For example, brown color indicates hyperglycemia. This page describes the results obtained for the classification study. The first table shows the results obtained for synthetic data. The second table describes the results obtained for the real data. Considering the studies conducted, it was observed that the highest accuracy values in the two datasets were obtained in the decision tree algorithm. In addition, as the number of labels increased, the accuracy values decreased. When we continue, the confusion matrix of the decision tree algorithms, which provides high accuracy for both data, is shown here. While green colors show correct results, pink colors show wrong. And as a result of the studies, the following results were obtained. As seen in this study, artificial intelligence-based studies have been conducted for diabetes patients. And at the same time, classification studies have been carried out by determining the critical values of blood sugar values and using machine learning algorithms. And machine learning algorithms, KNN, SVM, and decision tree are used according to experimental and statistical studies. The decision tree algorithm has been shown to give high performance results for real and static data sets. I am sorry. And thank you for listening.